Paris Saint-Germain look to extend their unbeaten domestic run when they travel to face Nantes, but after just 4 minutes, the hosts would take the lead. Great work down the left. Randall Kolo-Muani finding the net, the outside of his boot. So just over a quarter of an hour, Nantes doubled their lead. Quentin Merlin playing it out to the right, demanding it back, and then finding the top corner with an absolute stunner. Piece of magic from Merlin. The first goal of the teenager's professional career, and what a way to do it. And the first half would have one final sting in the tail for the Parisians. Corner from the right, Jean-Charles Castelletto with the header. Gini Wijnaldum with his hand raised in an unnatural position. After a VAR check, the referee pointing to the spot. In the 5th minute of additional time, Ludovic Blas blasting the ball down the middle to make it 3-0 to Les Canaries. PSG got one back, barely 60 seconds into the second period though. Messi finding Neymar in the box, chopping back onto his right and finding the net. 3-1. PSG would create plenty more chances but no more goals. A stellar performance and a famous victory for Nantes, who move up to 7th, as PSG's advantage remains at 13 points. Marseille welcomed 15th place Clermont to the Orange Velodrome, with les Lanciers having found themselves suddenly just 3 points above 20th. Inside a quarter of an hour, the visitors would take a shock lead. The ball pulled back to the edge of the area, and Mohamed Bayo with a screamer. It's 9 goals now for the Guinean. He wouldn't have scored many better or more important. Having defended for over an hour, Clermont would wrap up the game in the last 10. A corner from the left, and Jim Elevenar with the header to make it 2-0. A huge result for Clermont. They remain 15th, but move away from the relegation battle, as Marseille stall in second. Seeking to snap a concerning 2-game losing run in the league, podium hopefuls Nice hosted Angers at the Allianz Riviera. It's the hosts who dominated early on, and inside 20 minutes their early pressure would pay off. Justin Kluivert putting the chance away. Romain Thomas agonisingly close to a heroic goal line clearance, but the ball creeping over the line. After plenty more Nice pressure, Angers finally created an opportunity of their own. Sofiane Boufal unleashing a powerful shot from the best part of 30 yards out, but Walter Benitez equal to it. Too little too late from SCO, Nice comfortably holding on for a 1-0 win, and retightening their grip on a podium spot. Despite their contrasting league positions, Saint-Etienne and Strasbourg squared off as two of the league's formed teams, and after just a few minutes, the hosts would have the lead. Matt Sells and Wabi Kazri coming together, the referee blowing, not for a penalty, but an indirect free kick, and Riyad Boudebouz somehow finding a gap in an 11-man wall. Literally every Strasbourg player on the goal line, with Boudebouz finding a route to goal. Strasbourg would strike back soon after though, Paul Bernardoni missing his punch, and Habibou Diallo left with an empty goal to head into. 9 minutes later, another free kick from a similar spot on the opposite side of the pitch produced another goal. Luca Perrin with an acrobatic volley to make it 2-1. Both his first of the season and for Strasbourg. The action didn't let up. Les Verts were back on level terms within 5 minutes. Bouanga perfectly picking out Kazri at the back stick. 2-2 proved to be the final score. Sante climbed to 16th. After their heartbreaking defeat to PSG, Rennes returned to league action when they hosted a Troyes side who were thrashed 5-1 last time out. Things didn't get much better here. Serhou Guirassy on the spot to turn in a rebound. Just 5 minutes later, the lead would be doubled. Ball out to the left, an impressive first-time cross. And Guirassy there again for a second. But out of nowhere, a response from Troyes. Corner from the right, knocked down by Adil Rami, falling to Ike Ugbo at the back post for 2-1. Rennes continued to apply pressure in the second half though, and it will pay off with 15 minutes remaining. Silky football, one-touch passes, Martin Terrier with the finish. Troyes giving in late, just like last week, giving away a penalty in the dying minutes. Naïef Aguiar, the man brought down in the box. Gaëtan Laborde stepping up, producing a cheeky Panenka to make it 4-1. Another heavy defeat for ESTAC, who dropped to 17th and are now levelled on points with 20th. Rennes improved their grip on 5th. Bordeaux came into their match against Monaco with a new man in the dugout. David Guillon had work to do to turn around his side, but they would take an unlikely lead. Adli chipping into the box. Rémi OUDIN smashing home a volley. Good work from Adli. OUDIN hitting the ball into the ground. Monaco's task was made harder by a controversial red card for Aurélien Tchouameni. They would find an equaliser through a slice of luck. Gelson Martins cutting inside on his right, shooting from range and deflecting in off two Bordeaux defenders. Spoil shared, both teams likely with mixed emotions. A big 3 points in the battle for the European spots was up for grabs as Lens took on Lyon. The hosts took the lead inside a quarter of an hour. Ball played through for Arnaud Kalimuendo, striker unable to beat Anthony Lopez, but Jonathan Claus doing well to find the route to an empty net. Just before the break, Lyon would find their response. Karl Toko Ekambi delivering a brilliant cross to the back post. And Tino KADEWERE there to turn in the volley. So nothing to separate the two sides at the final whistle. They remain locked together just outside of the European places in the table. Lorient looked to build on two positive results when a Montpellier side going in the opposite direction took the long trip northwest to Brittany. And Sacco clearing off the line early in the second half. The breakthrough came soon after. It wouldn't be the hosts who found it. The ball dropping to Savanier on the edge of the box and the captain finding the side netting. His first goal of 2022, but the sixth of the season. He wasn't done for the day. Picking up a loose ball, taking another punt from range. This one saved. 1-0 the final score. Montpellier pleased to end their losing streak, whilst Lorient slip into the relegation playoff spot. Two sides who've fallen below expectations this season met in the first action of the weekend as Lille hosted Metz. The first real chance early in the second half. Beautiful first touch from Jonathan David, but his left-footed shot a little weak and cleared. Burak Yilmaz then trying to release the Canadian again, but slightly overhit, and Kayar out to smother the shot. Metz with a chance of their own in the second half. Farid Belaya having a shot on goal, blocked by Jose Font. The final score 0-0. Metz thoroughly satisfied with a point that could prove crucial in the tight bottom five. Brest travelled to a round side against whom they'd kept a clean sheet in each of their last 3 league matches. This stat would last all of 4 minutes though, as Wout Fass headed his side into the lead. Fourth league goal this season, having only scored 2 in his entire career beforehand. Eli Perat would strike straight back. An excellent pass from Roman del Castillo with the outside of his boot, putting in Martin Tetriano, and the Uruguayan with a clinical finish. Brest would dominate the second half, with the final score staying at 1-1. Brest stay 12th in the league, with Reims in 14th. A fair few goals, 23 in all, 5 coming at Rennes. The standout results, obviously the 3-1 for Nantes and 2-0 for Clermont. But with the top two both losing, this gap remains at 13 points for PSG. Nice close to within 1 of Marseille. Strasbourg and Rennes still 4th and 5th. Saint-Étienne moving all the way up to 16th now, but the bottom 5 covered by just 1 point, 17th to 20th, all on 21 points. Montpellier and Rennes to get us underway next week. Paris Saint-Germain will test Saint-Étienne's good form to their utmost. Lyon and Lille rounding out the weekend after Marseille looked to bounce back against Troyes.